light the candle symbolizing the unity of body, mind, and spirit to start the celebration. No chaos, no crouches.
Hobo 1.
Like we're all here today. Please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the first hymn. Everybody's looking over there and see the musician. Normally there's a guitar player or a keyboard player over there, but we're going to manifest that through our lives. Rarely do we not have a musician. I think it's the first time in several years. Lord is not feeling well, so we'll do a silent meditation towards her for all of her energy and help over the years with her love for her music. And just take a moment to silently wish her Godspeed on her healing care. Just visualize her, send her some love and hope, returning that which she's given so freely to this congregation over the years with her music. Let's take a moment of silence to do that. In an attitude of prayer. Dear Father God, we give thanks for this moment here, the love and hope that has been brought here by those that have come, the love and hope that is given to us by you, and the love and hope we hope to share as we leave here today with our hearts filled. That went well. The next portion of the service is a thought for the day from the pastor. This is where I speak about something I've encountered in the past week and try to put it in a spiritual perspective, or not. As a human being, sometimes it's not, so that's part of it. As a spiritualist, I use the gift of co-development to observe the world around me and take in what I see and channel it through the spiritual philosophies that I'm trying to learn and put into practice into my life. And what I observed this past week was since I've gotten a divorce, my dogs haven't been with me. I don't have a property to put them on. And they're pretty big dogs. They've been raised in 2.5 acres, fence running their whole lives, and I couldn't hardly justify bringing them to a house that had hardly no yard. And a couple things came to me when I made that decision. You know, everybody says, oh, they missed you. How can you be without them? Well, dogs don't miss you. They enjoy you every time they see you. You know, if they have their family around them, which they still do, they both got each other, they both still got my ex-wife, and they enjoy me every time they see me, but I doubt they miss me because they got quite a busy life. So for me to want to bring them with me because I think they miss me is a bit selfish, you know. And I always remember, I don't know if you remember that show, 2.5 Men. Whenever Alan and Charlie would get upset with each other, Alan would have to leave, and he had his son Jake with him, and they're at a beach house in Malibu. And Jake says, why do I have to leave, you know? That's not like the dogs. Why do we have to leave, you know? So, but yeah, every time I go to the house, I've had to go over to my Peggy's new house several times. I've built the fences there for them, done a lot of work there. And they're enthusiastic about life every minute of every day. Openly enthusiastic. They're not sad, they're not upset. Everything's new and happy to them. They just love everything they see every time they see it. It doesn't matter if they see me 10 times a day or once a week. They're greatly enthusiastic every time they see me. They don't care if they see me 10 times. That's not too many times. They're just as happy the 10th time as they are the first time. And if they don't see me for a week, they're just as happy to see me after a week, and they don't give me a bunch of grief about not seeing me for a week. They're just happy to see me that week. You know, so there's a bit to be said about that, and I'm sure that we as human beings have a lot more thinking that goes on, which is probably part of our problem, is we overthink too many things. you know, we're driven by our emotions. I don't think dogs have emotions. I think they have instincts and they have conclusions. But to have imagination, I know they don't have imagination. They have memory, they have the ability to conclude, but they, you know, they don't overthink things. They're pretty straight. They react to their environment, and maybe we should be a little more like that, and to enjoy life as we wake up every day. I woke up this morning a little bit down in the dumps, and I'm sitting there thinking, and I'm hearing all these beautiful birds outside my window, and I said, I'm just going to stop thinking like this, and I'm going to just relax my mind and choose to be happy when I wake up. You know, just choose to be happy. And I sat there for a few minutes, and I dozed back off to sleep, and almost was late for church. But I woke up happy the second time. And even though I don't have my dogs, there's a family of feral cats that have chosen that I get to feed them. There's about 5 or 6 of them at my door every morning, and they've gotten to the point where they're almost like house cats. They're meowing and scratching at the door wanting to be fed. So, and most people, they won't get near. It took about 4 months before they'd even come near me, but now they're just like house cats. And I got one that I've adopted and let in the house, so it's kind of nice, you know. I still got 4-legged love there. That's always nice. So I guess as an observing things, you know, we should just do that. React to things as they appear. Try to be enthusiastic about them, see what joy there is in what's going on before us. And just leave the rest of the stuff behind. Don't overthink it. Be there, be here now, and enjoy life. When you got more days behind you than you got in front of you, you got to start doing that. You should be happy more than you're not. And it's a choice. It really is a choice. Nobody makes you feel a certain way. Nobody makes you do anything. You choose to do that. That's the other cornerstone of spiritualist faith, of personal responsibility. I'm responsible for what I do and what I say every time I do and say it, regardless of the stimulus that's around me. So I ask you to think about these things. Thank you for listening. Please stand for the next one.
You've been tuned.
The next portion is the healing portion of the church, of the service. Let's see, I got Judy here. Who's the other? Do I have any more healers here? I guess Carol or Bill, do you guys heal them? The way this works is Ashlhen's going to lead us on a guided meditation, which we have music for. During the meditation, you'll hear this, which means the chairs become vacant either in the back or in front of one of the healers, usually in the back. You go there and we'll guide you forward. And Ashlhen will lead us in a meditation so you can enjoy both parts of it. And we'll start this service by reading the prayer for spiritual healing. It's in gold on the back of the hymnal. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God.
Good morning. Get ready for the meditation. Find a comfortable position to sit. Feet straight on the floor. Palms up in your lap. Close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. When you exhale, let go if there is any tension in your physical body. If you are experiencing any discomfort, pain, ache in your physical body, with your breath, just breathe it out and let it go for now. Let go of the thoughts that are on your mind. Whatever you're thinking about, worries, concerns. Again, with your breath, just let it go. Just feel these thoughts flying away. With each inhale and exhale, feel your body becoming more and more relaxed, and your mind quiet. You're just feeling your breath. Feel the motion of your breath. Engage with the rhythm of your breath. And just go with the flow of your breath. Follow the cycle as it flows throughout your entire body. Your mind, your spirit. There are no thoughts, no interruptions. As you connect deeper and deeper with your breath, and you become one. And you follow your breath. That is taking you deep within yourself to an empty space within that feels calm, quiet, and serene. Connect with this space. While you breathe, repeat to yourself gently, I am at peace within and without. With each inhale and exhale, I am at peace within and without. Feel the peaceful sensations flowing along with your breath. While you repeat, I am at peace within and without. Feel the silence and the quietness of your mind. Become still within. And in the stillness, you are experiencing your true essence. more breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And be still. While you breathe, feel your awareness shifting higher above your head. And as you look up, envision a beautiful flow of golden energies coming from up high, the divine source, down to the crown of your head. Feel this energy spreading gently in and around your forehead. Moving gently inside your head. Going through your cellular memories, the neutrons. Just follow the energy that is moving gently. As it moves, it clears the blockages. Feel the energy moving down to your neck, to your throat, down to your shoulders, extending to your arms, to your hands, to your fingers. See this beautiful divine healing energy moving back up and filling your entire chest. Clearing the respiratory system, healing, moving gently, touching every single organ in your physical body, the lungs, clearing, healing. Breathe in and breathe out and allow this energy to flow freely within you. See it moving, feel it. Feel this energy renewing the tissues in your body, the cells. The electrons, the protons. See it going around the molecules in your physical body, through the cells, the bone structure, the muscles, through the nervous system. Healing, clearing, balancing. Envision every single atom in your body vibrating with this divine healing energy. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the energy moving down to your lower body, to your hips, your thighs, to your knees, gently down to your feet. See it going out through the soles of your feet and extending deep into the ground and anchoring you to the earth. Feel this golden energy expanding outside your physical body, expanding out and creating a beautiful spiritual light, filling your entire aura, stabilizing your electromagnetic field, energy. Take a look at yourself. You are sitting inside this beautiful circle of golden light. Your body is at ease, and your mind at peace. You are breathing peacefully. Become aware of your surroundings. As you become aware, you will see yourself surrounded with beautiful crystals, rocks and minerals of all kinds, of different sizes and shapes. And as you look around, the shimmering light, the colors, the vibrations from these crystals coming to you. You will see a beautiful crystals, a beautiful garnet crystals and rocks, rubies, and the red energy, vibrant red energy coming to your root chakra at the base of your spine. Healing, clearing, balancing your root chakra. Releasing the emotions of fear, uncertainty, anger, and reinstating your emotions for security and stability in your life by connecting you to the earth where you feel confident and stable. Next you will see a beautiful orange rocks, carnelians, vibrating with different shades of orange. As you look at these precious stones, you feel the energy, the vibration from these rocks coming to your sacral chakra and touching and healing your emotional body. Releasing all the emotions of hurt, pain, guilt. Feel all these emotions unfolding and leaving your consciousness as these new energies bringing up your emotions of joy, happiness, forgiveness, and acceptance. Breathe in and breathe out. Next you will see a beautiful, beautiful formation of citrine crystals with bright golden yellow color and vibrations coming towards you to your solar plexus, to your stomach, clearing, healing, balancing your solar plexus chakra. You feel a sense of renewal, energized, empowered. As you look around, you will see beautiful emerald green crystals, rocks, malachite, tourmaline. See the energies from these precious stones coming to your heart chakra in the center of your chest, clearing the blockages and opening your heart to its original state of love, to God's unconditional love and compassion, where you are able to give love and receive love unconditionally. Feel these energies enhancing the vibrations of your heart as it expands and contracts with your breath. Next you will see a beautiful lapis rocks, royal dark blue, are spread around you, and the energy is coming to your throat chakra, clearing, healing, balancing your throat chakra, enhancing your communication skills, enhancing your verbal expressions, where you are able to speak up your divine truth. Next you will see a beautiful turquoise, aquamarine crystals and rocks. As you look deeper, you see the energy from these precious crystals coming to your forehead, to your third eye, activating your third eye to its full potential, opening up where you are able to see the spiritual realms, ascended masters, teachers, and angels, where you are able to see your loved ones that are in spirit. Feel your third eye activated and open. Next you will see a beautiful formation of amethyst crystals of all different sizes and shapes. And feel the energy from these beautiful, precious amethyst crystals coming straight to your crown chakra, healing, clearing, balancing your crown chakra, healing the mental body as you release and let go thoughts of limitations. Feel this energy enhancing your infinite creativity, your infinite potentials. And above it, you will see the brilliant golden light that is encompassing your entire being, where you feel your bodies, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, are all balanced and in harmony with your breath. Feel the connection with all these energies through your breath. Let this vision settle deep into your consciousness. Feel the wholeness and the harmonious vibrations that are flowing from within you and around you. And integrate those feelings, those vibrations wherever you are. As you let go of the vision and you follow your breath that is bringing you back slowly to the here and now. Feel a sense of wholeness and completion. Come back gently to the here and now. Become aware of your physical body, your physical senses. Become aware of your feet, your hands. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you.
Close this portion. I'll read a 8th law of right from Emma Hardy, written out of the blue handout in the back. Be temperate, moderate, yet firm in defense of what we consider to be right, and protest any wrongs against to ourselves or others. The next portion of the service is the inspirational lecture, and today we have Pauline Gold here today to give us thoughts. Pauline Gold is a medium from Cassadaga Spiritualist camp. She was raised Jewish, and she never fitted into the mold of a Jewish girl and did not blend in with that community very well. Pauline's spiritual journey has illumined her life, bringing new levels of clarity and serenity and passion. Her goal is to bring spirit through clearly, hopefully with joy at every turn. Please welcome Pauline Gold.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
It's always wonderful to be here. I guess it's still morning, right? So I can say good morning. It's wonderful to be here with all of you. Life is a journey. And I know that's you've all heard that statement before. It's something like a little cliche. But just take a moment today and think about your own life. Because the truth is, no matter how you achieve, accomplish, and acquire in life, there's always something more. As a school teacher, I've been no different, and it's interesting watching my students, the conversations that they have, and just the conversations they have amongst themselves, as well as the questions that they ask me. And I too can remember the time when I couldn't wait for school to finish, and I still do. And I wished away time during my high school years. And I look forward with bits of excitement and sometimes a lot of impatience, wanting to achieve my goals that moment, to embark upon them not just later, but now. And it's just funny hearing those conversations with the kids because I relate to what they're feeling and what they're experiencing at that time. But I also learned it's not always the goal that gives you the joy. It's so much to do about the journey. Because it's in the learning, the doing, the experiencing, The practicing, the being there, that living in each moment for what it is that makes our lives so rich at that time. For myself, I can relate this best through technology. With all the apps out there, what is it? Just a click away, you just get to download it. And it reminds me of that movie, The Matrix. When Neo learns Kung Fu, all he has to do is has the computer download it into his brain. And when I used to watch that movie, I used to think, wow, wouldn't that just be great? Just be able, hey, I want this information, boom, it's in there. I don't want it, out it goes. But looking on my life, I realize it's not my degrees, it's not my certifications that makes me the person that I am, as much as all the work that I put into it. It's about going to class every day, working, struggling, practicing, playing, succeeding, sometimes failing, but just being present through every moment. And every moment, it makes it that so much more beautiful. Because it is truly about the journey. I've been thinking a lot lately about what drives each of us to do what we do. Such a big question provides just a multiple of answers. Sometimes it could be about our values, culture, family expectations, historical patternings, genetics. I even thought about religion, our goals, or even our hopes, our fears, sometimes our addictions, and the traumas that occur through life. But consciously and unconsciously, aren't we all orienting ourselves towards something? We want to be more contented. We want to be more connected. We want to be more whole. And we want to be less depressed, less lonely, and less afraid. But don't we sometimes also often hitch our wagon to just various strategies orienting ourselves into this world? Sometimes we're focusing on our career track, our friendships, our family. But even though that the tracks have been laid for us, have you noticed that people still try to find themselves struggling with a new fear, new insecurities, more things to obtain? And the process just seems to be endless sometimes. But the amazing part is that every morning when we get up, we have the opportunity, just like Reverend Steve Atkins said, we have an opportunity to start anew. A new day, a new beginning. Because the current state of our life is not a coincidence. It is a refined result of a lifetime of choices. This moment, right now, with all of us here, is the culmination of every decision, every experience, every aspect of our life. Because every day is a new beginning and a new ending. Because life is about the journey and not just about the arrival. And I believe that sometimes it takes a conscious effort to enjoy the journey. Because we do not know where life will lead us. But we all have that inner voice speaking to us, to our heart. It may say something different, or it might say, hey, keep your course, keep on going. Because really, there are no right or wrong turns. We cannot fail, because our view, our life is constantly changing. And we're always correcting ourselves with that new thought, with that new understanding, by our actions and by our choices. With spiritualism, I learned about tuning into that inner voice that deepens our one sense of our purpose. It helps me, and it helps many others, to keep us in that alignment. It's our purpose and intention that keeps that drive going and moving forward. And it arises from our connection with ourselves and our relationship, not just with ourselves, but with others, and the development of our personal value system and our search for our own meaning of life. And that's what I love about spiritualism. Because self-awareness guides you with what road to take, where you need to make a course adjustment, or whether that path is really the right one or not. Because part of life, every day, at every moment, is regenerating our purpose. And when we're feeling stuck, and it feels like we're not moving, is to help us to identify that issue by clarifying what's important, what's most important. Sometimes when I get in that stuck feeling, it's like, okay, what's going on, what's happening, why am I feeling this way? And to get back to that purpose, because what matters to you? It doesn't matter what other people say, it's what's mattering to me at that moment, at that time. Because this way, when you do that, you get to recognize why you are participating. And then you can focus less on the unimportant things. And hopefully it helps you to eliminate some of that stress or that insecurity feelings that we all feel sometimes. Because it's about stating your purpose and your intention with whatever you're doing. It could be with the laundry, it can be when I made breakfast this morning. It can just be as simple as when I woke up, I too hit the snooze alarm. And then my cats reminded me, hey, it's time to wake up. Or pay a little attention because I need breakfast. You may not know always what you are going to do. You simply know that it feels acceptable to continue participating with it. And sometimes you feel it's like, hey, I shouldn't be participating with this. Because life is a rhythm. It is the vibration, a pulsation at the very heart of all that is. Because within the universe, there are no limits. Because for all life exists as a tool of our own creation, and all its effects puts forward opportunities for us to choose and be who we are. It's our choices. And life illustrates no other way for you than the way in which you think it will. The way, the steps that you take, the actions that you take, what you say, what you believe, you keep on moving yourself forward with life. It's to take that baby step in that direction that feels good to you. And you notice, when you do that, what step shows up next. And then you take it, and then you realize, hey, the next step. It always reminds me when the first time I drove into Cassadaga. I remember it because it was a fog. I just drove, and I got there, and I was like, wow, I'm home. And I opened up my door, and I went for a walk around the beautiful community, and I took a deep breath in, and I just knew. I don't know how I got there. I remember I was able to drive right back home, and I remember it was so easy for me to get onto the internet and to find it and to know exactly how to get back to it. But it's just one of those moments of you just take a step, and sometimes you just don't know what that step leads you, but you just know that it feels right. What is that force that determines why we try or fail to try to accomplish in our lives? I chose at that moment to go back to Cassadaga because it felt right for me. There was other people that I knew that didn't go back, and that was right for them. But isn't that all about our beliefs? It's about what we're capable of, what's possible or impossible, because it's about who we are. It's about who you are and what you determine, and your enthusiasm, your motivation for whatever it is that you're looking for, your passion, your participation. It's like, I'm just going to keep on going. Because for me, sometimes, is when we're faced with something that it seems like we cannot change, it helps to change that focal point, to change that purpose and intention of, hey, I know I can do this, and maybe just change it a little bit. Because when my worries and anxieties get that overwhelming, I come back to my breath. And it's through meditation that I ask myself on the inner, what's really going on here? And as humans, the first thing that I notice is all the ways I did not live up to my expectations. But then I also observed when I did handle things gracefully, when I was able to resolve a dispute and calm myself down or change my focal point. Because it wasn't about beating myself up over some of the mistakes that I've made or even congratulating myself for doing something well. It was simply to look upon and to see myself just more clearly and to learn from it. Because life is experiencing. Life is just experiencing it and, hey, I learned this today. And you know what? I'm not going to do that again. Or, hey, I really like that. For me, it means I'm learning to navigate life's obstacles more gracefully. And it's also allowing me to discern, hey, what can I do differently? Or do I even want to do it differently? Because it's about putting things into perspective that tells you which battles to fight and which ones not to fight. It's to remind yourself to continually that you can't possibly see all the facts. I don't have all the answers. And it's wonderful in the classroom when my students will ask me something and they're like, you don't know? I said, I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's go find out. Let's explore it. And it's that enthusiasm, it's that excitement that's like, hey, I want to learn this, I want to learn that. Hey, Miss Gold, can we do this? I want to know about this one. And it's just that exploratory stage of just learning. Because we don't know all the information, because if we did, we would be like in that movie Matrix and just download it when we want to know it. So just be gentle with yourself. Be gentle in how you judge and criticize your actions. Because it's to seek then to create the change, not because a thing is wrong, but because it no longer makes an accurate statement of who you are. Because we are experiencing life every day at every moment. And we're creating our reality at every moment. I love that one saying that Reverend Diane Davis says, our lives are tied end to end, moment to moment. And even though there are times when most of us want to be certain, or as certain as we can be, of the outcome before we take that first step, the amazing part is, because we all know with natural law that change is just constant and it's natural. And the challenge is an ingrained part of our growth and our awareness. Because all of us have struggles at some point or the other. But it's about looking for that greatest joy, looking for that greatest opportunity. So look for that magic, the wonder, the excitement of life. Because there is more life and more possibilities ahead. Because there's always another way to look upon things. And I've been seeing that more and more clearly in the classrooms, in my classroom. When I see when those students are curious, when they're wanting to do things more, and it's, it could have been something that I said or it could have been something that I didn't say. But it's just beautiful watching them and just seeing that joy and that excitement. And it reminds me of when I was back in school, when I learned something new, or when I did something for the first time. Mm-hmm. And it just brings back that magic. And it also reminded me that there's always a point of that self-discovery and that point of greater clarity. Because there are new and different ways waiting for all of us, each and every one of us, to discover within ourselves. Because life is an ongoing process of creation. Because we are constantly experiencing life, and we're constantly adding to who we are. I'm not the same person yesterday, and I'm not the same person 5 years ago. Because every day, we are growing into the best version of you. It's just now to remember that we are enough. Even with all the challenges, even with the silly mistakes that we think that we keep on making. Because we're enough, we're perfect. And it's just about one journey at a time. And I thank you for listening.